Yo, what a surprise! Back again, huh? Welcome back to another episode of Cooking in the Raw. I'm your host, Marshall B, aka Shell, and today is all about steak. Steak. So I have this nice thin cut off of this sirloin. You know, I cut it real nice and thin for what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be doing a grilled in the house. Continue with my panini / grill here. Grilled sirloin, thin cut sirloin steak, and it's going to be made into like a Spanish salad. So I have all my ingredients here. It's amazing. Oftentimes I look at my setups and I'm thinking, what am I creating here? I got to have this, I got to have that. Everything is a process. It's a step. But hopefully this time, unlike the last show I did, I don't make a mistake. Wow, I hope you got a laugh off of that one. So here we go. I'm going to make this, I'm going to do it in steps here. Since the steak is so thin, I'm going to put that on last. Okay, it's going to be the last thing we're going to do here when I get to a certain step in the process. But first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make these croutons here. These are going to be some nice fancy croutons. So I have some romaine lettuce, comes straight out of the garden here. You know, so let me leave those nice and whole. Add those to the plate there. So I'm going to start by making my croutons. Now, these are going to be grilled croutons. Notice I'm cutting this on the bias because I want them to be nice and long. You know, everything will be nice and long in this plate here. Alright? So we get those cut a nice thickness. Not too thick. Well, somebody's going to grill nice. Look at that. It's going to be some nice looking croutons here for the plate. Nice and elongated. What do you think? 2 pieces?
One more.
One more? Okay. One more slice. They just say all things happen in threes. Well, we're going to find out. Alright, so we got our nice pieces of bread here that we're going to lightly drizzle with extra virgin olive oil. We're going to do those right here on the grill. Okay? So these are going to be our croutons. You know, for this one here, I think I'm going to do both sides. We're going to grill both sides. Get them nice and brown, so nice and crunchy, all the way through. Well, I was singing a country song in my head, you know. You know, but believe me, I'm here doing this with you. All right. So if you get some olive oil on your hands, simply just rub it in. It's good for the skin. In fact, it's better for when you're cooking because you can continue cooking with your hands. But if you use lotion, now you gotta go wash again. All right. So there we go with our croutons. I'm going here on the grill, and now I'm going to plug in make sure that it's not engaged. Okay, it's not. I'm going to plug in my hand mixer here. See here? Oh, that's juice. Do you remember the episode when I made the whipped cream out of non-fat milk with this? We were testing it out. You remember that episode?
I remember that episode.
Well, I'm asking you.
I thought you were talking to your audience.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm talking to them as well.
Of course I remember it. I videoed it.
I guess I'll show it like this. Remember, audience, when I made that? We see you nod your head. Here we go. All right. So I'm going to make here a Romesco Vinaigrette. It's a tomato, roasted tomato, pepper, and onion sauce coming from Spain. As again, I said, this is going to be a Spanish type salad. Croutons are coming along really well here. So I have some roasted bell peppers, some roasted red onions, some roasted tomatoes that I did earlier. You know, I like to use everything, so I make extra things so I can use for something else. So watch how quick and easy this dish is. We take it into the cup, a little bit of this. Don't even measure, you know. That's what's the great thing about some dishes and cooking around the world. I mean, there's no measures. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Everything's going to be nice and great. All right, we're going to throw one more tomato in there. Set this in our cup. Is it going to stand up? No, I'm going to set it right here then so it stands up. Now I'm going to put in some fresh garlic in this case. Well, I kind of used all of my garlic paste already. So I'm going to use some fresh garlic in here. So we get that cut just a little bit. Okay, nice and thin. And I want this to be blended into the dish here. Alright, I don't want it to stand out. I don't want to have garlic chunks in the dish here when it's blending. Put that into the cup. Alright, some red wine vinegar here. Let's turn over the croutons. Look at that. Nice, huh? Turn that over. Croutons are doing their thing. Woo, baby. Looks like kind of like banana slices, huh? Yeah, so we throw in some red wine vinegar. Alright, I'm not measuring anything, but you know, I'll try to put the measurements on the descriptions on the site here. I'm going to put in some spice mix, okay? 00 here. A little bit of that, you know, kick it up a notch just a little bit. Some salt and pepper, just to pull the flavors out here. A little bit, there we go. Alright, I'm going to put in some herbs. This is a mixture of thyme and parsley. Okay, a little bit of that. And then, let's get this chopped up. Here we go. This is kind of powerful. Hopefully I get splattered all over my white walls here. Here we go. Alright. Up and down. Nice. So what I'm doing now is just now getting all the chunky ingredients chopped before I add the olive oil to it. Alright, so take a look at that. If you can see inside there. Almost looks like it's just like a ketchup or something. Okay? Now I'm going to add the oil here to it and kind of thicken it up. So it's more like a sauce consistency. So here we go. Can I run this? One hand on the blender, one hand pouring the oil. Wish me luck. And here we go. Get started. Oil's going in now. Make sure. Now let's check our consistency here. Need a spoon. I don't want it to be too runny, but I don't want it to be too thick either. I'm trying to find a happy medium. Okay, set that here. Okay, that's a little chunky. Well, not chunky, but a little thick. So we'll thin that out a little bit here. Let me give it a taste. Oh, that's good. Oh. I mean, this smokiness is just insane. I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to even touch it anymore. You know, we'll make it work because that's just fantastic, the flavor. So, we have that going. Our croutons are finished. So I'm going to take the croutons off. I'm going to get that set over on the plate for later. And while that's doing this thing here, I am now going to put the steak on. Oh, man, the flavors in that is just blowing me away. Absolutely blowing me away. So we got to do our salt and pepper here with our steak, very lightly. Okay. Now the thing about grilling or cooking any type of meat is just letting it cook. Once you get on there, just let it do its thing. All right. So here we go. Make sure it's ready. See, is it his sizzle? I'm done. I'm going home now. Alright, so we want to get that to a nice temperature of mid-rare to medium. So we're going to let that just sit there and do its thing. One turn and we're good to go. So while that's doing its thing, I'm going to now make some room here and start our plate up. Okay? So look at those nice croutons. Let's move that over here. So we're going to take our lettuce, right, split it right down the middle. We're going to keep this nice and long, right down the middle. A couple of leaves here, nice and long. And it's going to be a nice, unusual looking salad, but you're going to get the idea once we do it. So we have that going, and we're going to do some onion here. You know, take that first piece off. Nice thin slices of onion. Okay? I mean, it's all about freshness in the dishes here. You know, you want flavors to just pop. You know, just be all up in you. You want flavors to be all up in here. You know what I mean? Just, flavors all over. So we're going to throw some onion on here. Alright? Nice, thinly sliced onion here. Alright? Now, I like herbs. Alright? I'm going to throw some more herbs on here. You want everything to just jump out at you. Okay? Look at that. That meat's almost done. Let's flip it over. Boom. That's almost done. I gotta get a move on, don't I? Alright? So, we need to get this out of here. Okay? I'm just gonna have this share the plate with my knife there. Make sure you unplug. God forbid I press the button. But, so we have that going. Let's move this over here. We have our spoon. We have our sauce here. Which is just fine. Meat getting there. Let's get a fresh plate. Just want to allow that meat to rest a little bit. Look at that. That's just perfect. Allow that to rest. That's resting, doing its thing, and we'll finish our plate up here. So now we have our croutons. So we can go a crouton here, a crouton there, and a crouton everywhere. Doesn't that just look great? It looks so far. I'm not done yet. Hold me back. Hold me back. Here we go. Well, now I'm going to take one of these roasted tomatoes. All right. I'm going to set that right here. You know what? I'm going to do it like that so you can see that that tomato is roasted and ready to go. All right. And while I'm at it here, let's throw some of the roasted red onions next to it. Okay. And then we're going to put a little bit of pepper next to that. You know, it's all about freshness, all about flavor. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're giving you here. Flavor, flavor, flavor. Now, that steak is rested. Now, you could do this cold, but for the sake of television here, I just want to do it up. And I want to do it raw for you. Alright? So we're going to take a little bit of our sauce here. Alright? It's a little bit thick, but that's okay. Because this is all about the flavors. All about the flavors. We want to spread that around. Get a little bit of sauce over everything. Alright? Spread that around. Put a nice little dab right here for extra sauce. Right now, we have our meat. That's nice and rested. Juices are redistributed. Oh, it just smells great. Now, we're going to cut that, okay, into nice, simple strips here. Look at the color. Nice and medium inside there. Nice and medium. We're going to throw those strips on here. Check that out. Medium, medium rare. We're going to throw those strips on there. You know, so you get bits and pieces of meat throughout. Alright. Another drizzling of sauce. Because we just added the meat. Now, that's a meal fit for a Spanish king on a diet. Some herbs here. Okay. And this is that's the dish. Our Spanish salad, grilled sirloin steak, grilled right here in the house, sirloin steak, with roasted vegetables and a roasted Romesco sauce. That's a dish. I guess now we're going to have a taste, huh? Now, how do you taste something like this, you ask? Well, you know what? It's a dish that you eat one of two ways. A dish you eat one of two ways. Well, first of all, you got to share it with someone. But you know, you can go a crouton, alright? So take a little crouton, which that already has a piece of steak on it. Get you some of the lettuce here. You know, you can just dress it up if you like. Or you can eat it just like a salad. The choice is yours, alright? And I want to take a little bit of this onion, set on top of there. A little bit more sauce, okay? And I'm just going for it. Get me a napkin. This is one of those meals, you know, you have with somebody special. And you just go for it. Alright? So, I'm not going to let you watch me devour this meal. I'm going to see you next time on Cooking in the Raw. Check out the website, you know, cookingintheraw.net. Check out the Google Plus channel. Check out the YouTube channel, Cooking in the Raw. And like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time when we do it raw and do it live. Bye now.